Pay off debt or contribute to 401k. With inflation not going down and interest rates are rising, many Americans are wondering, should I pay off debt or continue to contribute to my 401k? It's not surprising American households are feeling pinched. NerdWallet reports in the past year, median household income has grown just 4%, while the overall cost of living has jumped 8%. As a result, more Americans are taking on debt just to afford the cost of living. We're not talking about taking on debt for family vacations. We're talking about the huge rise in the cost of essentials. It's putting pressure on American households. Following the pandemic, debt decreased, but with inflation and credit card interest rates now reaching 20%, many Americans are drowning in debt. The average U.S. household owed about $222,000 in mortgages, $17,000 in credit card debt, and $29,000 in auto loans just last year. Debt holds you prisoner while you are in it presently, but it also has an effect on your future. If you aren't careful, debt can follow you into retirement and affect the type of retirement you have. Now, as the cost of living increases, so will the amount needed during your retirement years. The problem is that inflation and interest rate hikes are making it more difficult for people to save for the retirement they want. A Northwestern Mutual study found that more than 4 in 10 people say they do not expect to be financially ready for retirement when the time comes. Now, meanwhile, a third of Americans are expecting to live to age 100, with an equal amount predicting there is a better than 50% chance they may outlive their savings. At the same time, more than 1 in 3 report that they have not proactively taken any steps to address this concern. Add in debt, especially high interest debt, and it's even harder to save for a comfortable retirement. So if you're drowning in debt, consider whether your retirement income will even be enough to cover your monthly debts. This might make you feel as if you need to focus solely on paying off debt and not contribute to your 401k. But that also has consequences. For one, if you focus only on paying off your debt for, say, let's 5 years, you may be debt-free in 5 years, but you will also be 5 years behind on your retirement savings. You'll have potentially missed out on 5 years of compounded investment returns had you consistently contributed. Plus, with a 401k who didn't contribute at least the company match while paying off the debt for those 5 years, they may have missed out on 5 years of free money from the company match. This is even more significant beginning in 2023 as 401k contribution limits have risen from $20,500 to $22,500. Now, on the flip side, interest rates on your debt may be higher than the return you could expect to make on your retirement investments. So let's say you had $10,000 in credit card debt and you pay 14% interest on that. Let's also say you have a 401k with an expected annual rate of return of 7%. If you decide only to pay the minimum on your credit card and divert what you can into your 401k, you'd be losing money over time on the amount you invested, 7% to be exact. Now let's rethink this question of should I pay off debt or contribute to my 401k? The best way to answer this question is to change the question. Instead of debt, payoff, or retirement savings, use and. How can I pay off debt and save for retirement? Here are some suggestions on how to do both. Pay off high interest rate debt first, while saving something for retirement. It is critical that you at least contribute enough to your 401k to get your company match because that's free money. Aim to contribute enough to get the company match and then divert additional retirement savings to pay off the high interest debt. You also want to create a budget that prioritizes debt repayment while still allowing you to contribute enough to your 401k to receive that company match. And once you have your high interest debt paid off, continue paying a bit over the minimum on lower rate credit cards or debt that you have. Then divert more money to your emergency savings. If you want to avoid getting back into debt, you need to have access to cash. So once you've built up your emergency savings and increased your retirement savings, even a small amount percentage makes a big difference. And then continue paying down that debt you have. Once your debt is manageable or gone, try to max out your yearly 401k contributions, continue funding your retirement accounts even as you grow closer to that retirement date. If you would like help with any of these items, we'd be happy to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.